boys and girls. I'm going to do an experiment that goes along with this book that we've read. This bug needs a boat. Remember, the caterpillar was trying to cross a puddle? So what I have here is water. This will be our puddle. And I don't have a caterpillar, but I have an ant. So we're going to see what will float and which one of these will sink. So let's see, what do we want to try first? I've got a little flower, I've got a popsicle stick, a piece of paper, a stick, an Easter egg, and a top. Let's try the stick first. Do you think that the stick will float? Well, let's see. Is it floating? Now, it'll float, but will it hold the ant? Let's see if the ant can get on it. The ant is on it, and it is not sinking. Let's see if another ant can get on it. Yes, that's a perfect thing for the ants to come across. They are safe on this popsicle stick. Now, what do we want to try? Paper? Does paper float? Let's see. It's floating, but how long will it float? Let's see if we can put an ant on it. It's staying. I didn't think it was going to stay. Let's see if his friend will get on too. So far, we've got two things that they can float across. Two ants on that paper. Okay, cross over. Oh, I dropped them in the water. Okay, let's see. Oh, now this flower is kind of small. Do you think that the ant will be... Okay, it's floating. Let's see if it'll stay floating if the ant gets on top of it. No! The flower wouldn't float. The flower wouldn't float. It's got a hole in the middle, and it's like paper. It's got a hole in the middle. And I think the water came up through the hole. Let's try a stick, because that would be something outside. Oh yes, that stick is perfect, but will it spin? Ooh, it's floating, but it's hard for the ant because he's big. It's hard for him to stay on that round. He did it. He's on the stick and he's floating. So far, he's been able to float on 3. 1, 2, and the stick is 3. Now, what about this egg, this Easter egg? Will it float? It floats. Do you think that the ant can get on it? Let's see. Oh my. What happened? Why do you think that happened? It's floating, but the ant fell off. Why did it fall off? Let's see. Why do you think it fell off? Okay, well, we know it falls off of this. This will float, but not with the ant on top. The ant can't ride that one. Here's a lid. Oh yeah, that's a perfect boat. Perfect boat. I bet a lot of ants could fit into this boat. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Oops, the paper is stuck because it's wet. 4 things that float. Well, actually, 5 things that float, but 4 things that the ant can get on, and 1 thing that sunk. It sank because it got wet and full of water and it's got a hole in it. Now, let's see why this won't hold the ant. We're going to try it again just in case we were. Okay. He's sliding off. Now, do you know why he's sliding off? Is the egg moving? Is it spinning? It is. The egg is spinning. Why is it spinning? What is this? This is flat. This is flat. This is round, but for some reason, wonder what it is. It's because his whole body can go around the stick. Now, we did this before. Come on. Oh, now it's, oh, well, he can hold on to that like a life raft. But he couldn't hold on to the egg. Flat, flat. And he's just holding on to this that's floating. Now, let's see if we take this egg apart. That one's gonna float. I don't think he's gonna make it in that one. Let's see if he'll make it in this one. If you half it, he can, oh, but there's a hole in that and it's going down. The water is filling up. The ant is getting wet. And there's holes in this side. Now, if he could hold his head up out of the water and just have his body in the water, that would work. There! Let's see if we can put him in here. Because he's almost under. Oh, no! This one's underwater. He's almost got just a little bit tip of his abdomen is everything but a little tip of his abdomen is in the water. And this one, the water's not going in so much. So, boys and girls, you can do this at home. Just get mom to let you have a big bowl or a pan that's deep and fill it with water and find all different things so that you can see if things float or sink. Also, if you want to pretend to make you might not have these, but you could put a penny. You could try a penny and see if it'll hold a penny or a quarter, or a barrette. If your sister has a barrette or you have a barrette, that would be perfect. All right. I will see you again reading another book about butterflies. Bye-bye.